Hi, everybody. It's Friday, April 3rd, and don't mind me for dressing so fancy. I have a interview in like an hour for a server position, so it's kind of crazy that I'm dressed so nice and formal. Give you the full look. Oh, good. At least still got my ponytail to work with, but I feel very emasculated. I feel very out of my element at the moment, but that's fine. That's okay. We're gonna do a March recap. The book that we finally got to finish was Maya Angelou. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. I'm kind of very happy that I actually finished this book. It was on my book list for a really long time because there has been a couple of people that have read it, and I just wanted to see what just her life story was. Even after all that she's been through, she still somehow makes the most out of it. Just this book alone, it didn't fully go into all of her life. It just went only into like her childhood and not into her like mid-adult life. But her childhood was just very traumatic. And just reading it just made me feel very sorry for her. But at the same time, her expression and how she basically told her life story was very inspiring. Through this book, I'm kind of learning how to enunciate a little bit more and just choose my words more carefully. I think it's just really cool how she portrays her thoughts visually and like rhythmatically. It's just like reading her words on paper is just it's like a nice cadence, and I think that's what I kind of want to strive for. Like, for example, there's this one paragraph that towards the end of the book that I really loved reading. It starts off with, "To be left alone on the tightrope of youthful unknowing is to experience the excruciating beauty of full freedom and the threat of eternal indecision. Few, if any, survive their teen. Most surrender to the vague but murderous pressure of adult conformity. It becomes easier to die and avoid conflicts than to maintain a constant battle with the superior forces of maturity." Reading this, I was thinking about it, and being an adult is truly difficult. On top of trying to pay rent and bills and basically just sustaining yourself, which should be a given, trying to just like experience life and the joys of life in a very like childlike manner is hard to really experience. Like at the moment, my approach to adulthood right now is I'm trying to go at it in a very, I just want to be excited and just constantly creating new things and constantly just going after my dreams, and I want to be able to take more walks and just enjoy like life, but trying to work these hours and to pay my rent, it's just truly, it's frustrating. I just feel like this is not how I should be living my life, or how anyone should be living their life, where we only get 2 days a week to just rest. I don't know if I want to live like that, and I don't know if I want that for my dream job. I don't want a dream job. I want my dream life to just experience it as myself. That I just want to experience, if that makes any sense. So yeah, March has been very eye-opening and very gloomy, but I'm not gonna let that gloom come into my April. I was journaling this morning, and I was going through TikTok, and there were like gratitude journal entries. So I was looking up those, and I think the second one was like, compare yourself how you were doing last year in death. And thankfully I was journaling back then, so I went to go get back my journal that I wrote from last year. And around this time last year, I moved into my new spot, and I was about to start the job, this tea job that I did not stay at because that job was just not mentally and physically great. And what I've noticed was all the things that I'm still trying to accomplish today, I was still trying to accomplish back then. Like the idea of decorating my room, the idea of this YouTube channel and sharing my artwork, we're all still there. And just me being broke unfortunately, I was still experiencing that last year. And so I was writing in my journal and I noticed not a lot of change has happened since this year and last year in those like terms that I was thinking of, like the YouTube channel, the money, and the decorating. Those three has not changed at all. So for this month, I am gonna focus on decorating my room with what I already have. There's a lot of like wood and paper elements to my room, so I'm gonna try to figure out what I can do to make my home feel a little bit more homey. Right now, I feel like now I'm in the mental space of, okay, I'm gonna be staying in this spot for minimum at least a year. It's not month to month anymore. I've signed a yearly contract, so that kind of gives me a little bit more like breathing space and a little bit more safetyness, I guess, to start decorating my room, because now I know, oh, I'm gonna be here for a while, so might as well just make my place feel a little bit nice. And so that's my plan. I'm realizing I don't buy a lot of things. I truly will use something until it is unusable. Currently, my work shoes at the moment is heading towards unusable. The bottom flap of the shoe is completely off. There are literally holes in my shoe, and I'm gonna try to fix it. And then if I can't fix it at all, then I'll buy a new one. But I'm realizing I have been stuck in this state of always feeling like tight on money. Literally read it in my journal last year, feel it this year. So might as well spend it, because it seems like I'm always going to be tight on money, and it seems like that's not going to change unless I start investing into myself, buying the things I want, and then maybe that'll change my mindset of going after my dreams and putting me into a place where I can get more money to buy more things. These first 3 months has gone by so fast. I am kind of shook. It's already April. It's already April 3rd. And I'm noticing that I like to imagine my life and think about my life, but not actually put the steps into making my life like happen. And now that I'm realizing it now that I've caught it, I'm like, okay, come on, let's get to business. Let's get out of this shithole that we're in and just take the next step to get into our future. And so my process right now is I'm gonna try to think less. The way to combat that is to actually start doing what I said I'm gonna do, and then figuring out all the stuff that comes, all the problems that will come with it, all the problem solving that will come with it. Go from there, because my thoughts are not getting me to the place where I want to be at. I need my actions to freaking get me there. And so this month and everything in the future, y'all will be seeing me doing more action rather than thinking. I am tired of living like this. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and now it's time to me just go and actually do it. So we'll see how far I go. I owe it to myself to at least try my best, like my actual best, to make my creative dreams happen. I owe that to myself. At least I could say I did it. But I know I'll be sickening once I get there. So, and now I have to go. Wish me luck. So I just came back from my interview and it was alright. It wasn't the greatest first interview, but at the same time I just didn't want to work there. So yeah, I did the interview, and like I feel like he could tell that I was just not interested in the food industry. And that's really that. On the bus ride back home, I realized that I don't know much about anything. About history, about like general like world knowledge. And I think that's something I'm going to work on. And just kind of reconnecting with my Korean culture. Because lately I feel like I haven't been speaking a lot of Korean because I just don't really speak to my parents anymore, who are my main source of people that I was speaking Korean to. I feel like I've lost myself in my Korean identity. I don't cook a lot of Korean food, and yeah, it just feels like I'm missing something. Or it's interesting how this interview with this job and the bus ride back home made me think of that. For April, I'll still decorate my room to the best of my ability, but I think I might just change and reframe my mind to just learning more about Korea and just trying to constantly practice Korean and see what I can do. I'm feeling a little disconnect from my culture, and I'm missing that, and so I'm gonna connect back to my culture. The interview was okay. It's just not what I want to do.